Hey guys, what's going on? Mike Murtis, Gamer Logic, with a interesting topic, hopefully for you guys, and that is: have you ever played DLC for a game that was more fun and more interesting than the main campaign of the game you're playing? I know everyone has an interesting stance on DLC. Not everyone's a fan of it. I'm not a big fan of it. I want to buy my game and I want to be able to enjoy the whole thing. I don't want to feel like I'm gypped of any extra content, right? But sometimes later down the line there is some decent DLC that comes out for games. Mass Effect 3 had some really decent DLC. I believe Mass Effect 2 had some decent DLC. I love the DLC for the last Deus Ex game that came out. I thought that was a cool, neat little lost chapter that was eventually loaded into all the director's cuts of the games, if I remember correctly. But the reason I bring this up is I just finished Star Wars The Force Unleashed, the first game in the series that was put out back in 2008. I got it on the Star Wars Humble Bundle. I figured, hey, why not? For like 12 bucks, I get a whole bunch of Star Wars games, and The Force Unleashed might be a good game to play, seeing as I have a little bit of a Star Wars itch, as you could say. But, I played it, I completed it, and it's an alright game. Mediocre game at best, in my opinion. I remember getting the official Xbox magazine demo for it and playing it and thinking, this is alright. I never really explored getting the full game. So I played it, beat it, thought it was okay, kind of mediocre. Maybe at the time it came out, the full version of it was a little bit more exciting. Playing games years later, though, in the same genre, it just doesn't really have a lot of magic to it, especially because they recycle a ton of content in the main campaign to just kind of pad it out. You revisit like some of the same planets like 3-4 times. So because I got the humble bundle of this, it came with the Ultimate Sith Edition, which has a ton of extra DLC, costumes and other stuff, but the most interesting stuff is the fact that it comes with 3 additional campaign levels that kind of expand the story or do an alternate story of the Star Wars universe itself. Like there's alternate retellings of Star Wars A New Hope and Star Wars The Empire Strikes Back, certain scenes in there that would kind of change the whole structure of Star Wars, the saga we know it, the original prequel trilogy as we know it, make it completely different. And it's cool seeing like a Sith side of things, right, if things would have played out that way. And it also comes with a Jedi Temple mission where I guess that was cut from the final game, but it's fun. And that's the whole thing is, and that's why I'm bringing this topic up, is the DLC, in my opinion, was more fun, more interesting, had a lot more originality to it than probably 75% of the whole original campaign for Star Wars The Force Unleashed. I almost wish I would have just mostly skipped playing the main campaign of The Force Unleashed and just played this DLC. I probably would have saved myself a couple hours and probably just would have got probably the best nuggets of The Force Unleashed that there is. Now, I haven't played the second one yet. Obviously, I got that with the Star Wars Humble Bundle as well. But I'm just curious if you guys have played any DLC or essential DLC that you thought really completed a game or was just plain old better than the main campaign that was featured in the game. I'm curious if anyone has any responses to that. Obviously, I'm sure I'm going to get a lot of responses about DLC in general being kind of crappy, and it's true. But what I really want to know is if you have gotten some DLC, was it better than the campaign? Was it worse? I'm just curious to hear what you guys have to think on that subject. So looking forward to the comments, and if you want to do a response video, cool, do it. Thanks, guys.